what's going on? Oop. Hope you're having a good Thursday. It's early Thursday morning. Early for me, it's about 10 o'clock. But yeah, I got a new job. I'm a pizza delivery guy now. My old job didn't work out. I wound up moving back here a little while ago. And if you can't tell by my new surroundings, if you're familiar with the channel at all, but basically I went back to my old company that my boss hired me back, and it was just too hard on my back. It was just too much physical activity. I got like a disability. My back's kind of fucked up, and I thought I'd be able to hack it. I was doing physical therapy. I was taking like medication for it. I was seeing doctors about it. I thought I would be good to go. Turns out it wasn't the case. I mean, I'm pushing 40. I'm a big fat guy. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to be lifting 50 pounds all the time and walking around for 8 hours a day. But on the hard concrete floor, these floors are ridiculous. But yeah, it's a pizza job. Start next Tuesday. I went up there yesterday for the interview. I talked to the guy for about 30 seconds. I mean, he just asked me some basic questions. I told him about my experience in with Grubhub and how basically I had some delivery experience. I also delivered newspapers way back in the day, way back in like 2003. I mean, do paper delivery jobs even exist anymore? I don't know. But yeah, so I'm happy about it. But yeah, the guy was telling me, it's pretty easy work. Most people just pay ahead of time. That's how it is nowadays. Everyone's scared to like you have any kind of human interaction. So I'm basically just going to be going up and leaving the pizza on people's porches and getting paid like with their credit cards. And I get to keep, my tips. I get paid tips out every night. So I'm happy about that. My shitty little car, my $1,000 Nissan, is going to get put through its paces. Unless I have a company car, I didn't ask. But I'm probably going to have to drive my shitty Nissan with no AC. But now I can afford to put AC in it, which is good because for the last couple of weeks, I've been broke as shit. So I know that pizza delivery isn't like, you probably can't live off it, but I'm in a situation where I'm kind of staying with family for the time being. So honestly, I feel like I'm rolling it back. I'm like a man child, but I just can't, I just having a kids and a mortgage. I was like visiting my cousin a couple weeks ago, and he's got a kid, he's got a wife, he's got a mortgage, he's got a good career, and he's a grown up. He's 7 years younger than me, but he's more mature than me, like infinitely more mature than me. I'm a fucking doofus, so I'm basically just looking for any job I can get. I'm happy to even find any job at all because it's brutal out there. It's absolutely brutal out there. And the job market sucks. I was reading somewhere that like 24% of Americans, almost a quarter of Americans, are functionally unemployed, which means like even if they have a job, they can't live by themselves or they're like living in their cars. I mean, you're like working 40 hours a week and you're stuck living with like five other people or some shit. And people in their 30s are doing this too. I hear stories all the time of like millennial guys, older millennial guys, like renting houses and just living like a frat when they're like pushing 40. But I remember this meme where it's like you just ordered a Domino's pizza, you have a 2 liter Mountain Dew, you're playing Halo on Xbox, your parents say you can stay up all night, it's a beautiful summer night, you're 39 years old. It's just like, I'm 39. Fuck, this is what I'm doing with my life. It's kind of interesting, this is like a job. Well, that the thing is, for so long, we had all these, preconceived notions about like the kind of jobs that adults should have, and that fight for 15 thing for like McDonald's workers and like fast food workers and stuff. And that was a big bone of contention in our society for a while because a lot of people figured like adults shouldn't be working at like Burger King and McDonald's anyway, but that's just not the case anymore. Those jobs, like, sure, that's a good job for a high schooler. They probably pay about 15, 16 bucks an hour and you get free burgers. But at the same time, like, if you're a mother of three, like a single mother of three working at McDonald's, I mean, how many shifts do you have to work? How many other jobs do you have to support yourself? And I want to do this thing. I want to go around, like, ask people working at, like, retail, working at, like, 7-Eleven, working at Burger King, working wherever, like these low wage workers, like how the hell are you surviving these days, man? Because I remember working at Kroger back before the pandemic. I was making 10 bucks an hour there. I don't know how the hell I got through that because that was a part-time gig. I'd get like 30, sometimes I'd get over 40 hours a week, but most of the time it was less than 30. So, and I lost a ton of weight back then, so hopefully, just out of the stress alone. But with this job, I'm gonna be sitting on my ass in the car most of the time. They said I'll probably be making boxes too, maybe doing some cleanup around the kitchen. But whatever, man. It's a really good pizza joint. I'm really excited about it. You know, it's just like something that's not like very physical. Pizza isn't very heavy, so it's a good deal. I'm excited about it. It's just at this point in my life, I I don't expect much from my life anymore. I'm just kind of like settling into being this like doofus man child. I'm not going to get married. I'm not going to have kids. I'm never going to buy a house. We're renting this house right now. I'm never going to have my own home. I'm going to be living in an apartment or be living in a van or something. Like, yeah, I don't know what the future is going to bring. I don't know what the next few years of Trump's going to bring. I'm just like, whatever, man. I mean, I got some money coming in. I got a roof over my head. I can't complain that much. I mean, like, yeah, you beat yourself up over this idea of like how you should be living when you're in your like late 30s. But me, I should have kids going to high school by now, but I don't. So I'm kind of glad I don't have kids because goddamn, I can't support them. You know, I can't. I can't take care of kids. I can't. I can't be married to a woman. I'm a 39-year-old teenager. And it's one of those things. I just accepted that like earlier in my life. And if you tell somebody, well, look, I'm pretty much like you're staying with a family member, you're working a pizza delivery job, you don't have a wife and kids, you're 39 years old, your car cost $1,000. What do you think they're going to say to you? I mean, does that mean, am I a loser? Does that mean I'm a loser? Because there's a lot of people out there like me. Like maybe 10, 20 years ago, you'd think I was pathetic, and maybe I am pathetic, but I just don't care anymore. To truly not care about society's expectations is to truly be free. I've worked high paying, high stress jobs before. I was miserable. I remember paying like all this money in rent. You're stressing out all the time. You're working all these extra shifts because you want to be like an adult. You want to be like Mr. Responsibility. You don't want to be like all this boomer teasing, all this boomer comments about how like we're this millennials are this like weak gay generation. It gets to you after a while. You want to take on more responsibility. You want to be challenged more. I'm done being challenged. I'm done with that shit. I'm living my fucking life. I don't care who doesn't like it. If some old fuck wants to complain about me, fuck them. I'm happier than they are anyway. I play fucking video games all day in my free time. I don't give a shit. I'm drinking Mountain Dew. I can't drink Mountain Dew too much anymore. I got to watch out for diabetes. My doctor's like, oh, Hermdo, you got to stop being so fat and stupid. And I'm like, whatever, doc. I'm living my life. But no, but in all seriousness, I got to take it easy. I don't have any sugar in this coffee. My novelty mug I got from Spencer's like 5 years ago. But yeah, it's a good deal. I'm just happy to be working. I'm happy to have my health, my family around, my friends. I'm reconnecting with my friends. Oh yeah, I'll leave a link in the description. I recorded a podcast about some Detroit sports teams, and we got into some conspiracy stuff. My buddy Mark, he has his own channel. It's called Detroit Lions Fan Forum. I'll leave a link to the video and a link to his channel down below in the description. You can check it out. Me and Mark talked for a while. I haven't seen this guy in like 20 years. We were high school buddies. A couple of other buddies are getting involved. I'm reconnecting with people since moving back to the east side because on the west side, I had like no friends. There's a couple bartenders I talked to when I went to B-Dubs and my boss at my job. But you don't hang out with those people outside of work or in other contexts. I'm not hanging out with the bartenders at B-Dubs after work. I mean, that might have been fun, but it's just one of those things, And it gets hard to make friends as you get older because all my buddies have kids now, but it's just like I have to tone down like the autism and like the man-child shit when I'm like hanging out with people in real life. I gotta be chill. I gotta be relaxed. I can't be spurging out over shit. I gotta remember to take showers. I gotta remember to brush my teeth. I gotta remember to not stink and be gross and like fart and burp. We recorded that whole podcast with my buddy Mark, and I didn't burp or fart once. I was scratching myself, which I gotta watch out. I just like I get this mode where I'm just like, oh, I gotta touch myself. But I didn't burp or fart. That's step one. That's step one. I've avoided burping and farting in my videos lately, which is good. Um, Unless you guys want more burps and farts, let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, that's just my life update, my recent life update. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Um, yeah, leave your comments down below, like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good shit. Let me put that graphic up again if I can. There it is. Yay! This took forever. This took forever to do, but yeah. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're a minimum wage worker, if you're like a low paid worker, let me know how you're getting by, man. Let me know how you're surviving. And maybe I'll do a video about that. Maybe I'll read some of your comments and stuff like that. But I got some new videos up. I'm talking about conspiracies now. I can't talk about politics or drama slop any longer. I will unalive myself. But no more of that shit. We're talking about conspiracies now until I get bored with it and move on to something else. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.